StarShaped versus OrcWorker. And I hope this is gonna be a little closer, maybe a 3-match series. OrcWorker, we saw him yesterday. He didn't look too well in the competition in China against Zhou Shishi, which was, of course, a hard matchup, as Shishi is one of the best night elves in the world, and it was on NetEase, so it was definitely harder than his opponent today with StarShaped. But we'll see. The vetoes are in. StarShaped vetoes AI. Easy. Okay, it's basically the same maps as the last match. Turtle Rock got vetoed. Twisted got vetoed. And yeah. So of course StarShaped, he loves his Huntress. We all know that. This is what we got. Worker and StarShaped. Oops, there's a bug here. Whysoever. Ah, damn it. I got it wrong. This is better. So the bands, Terranas, Twisted, Turtle Rock, and Ancient Isles. And the first pick is... Walker has to pick the first map. That's better. Okay, he's taking a sweet time. Alright. Belarus versus Sweden we have to our hands. If you want to see the human mirror between Blade and Hawk, you can go over to Hi to Chaco and Deport, as they are streaming it. Moldova versus... Russia, of course. Hawk, the big favorite. Ooh, StarShaped. According to Liquipedia, 0% versus Orc. That's pretty bad. And yeah, OrcWorker has never lost an official map to StarShaped. So he is the big favorite in this game. But as I said, he didn't look too strong recently. And I felt okay watching StarShaped's matches in the open qualifier. Against whom did he play? He made it into this qualifier by beating Agent, a human player from Russia. Amazonia first it is. Alright. OrcWorker picks Amazonia. I wonder how StarShaped's Huntress play will work on AZ. I think it does work. It is a small map, and Huntress usually work better on smaller maps. But let's see about that. So the Koreans are in, Russian streamers are in as well. And we're good to go. Everybody was praising Hawk and OrcWorker. They are the favorites. They will go. Not too many said Rudin is a favorite here. Or Sonic. The Belarusian and the Russian were always the two that people were talking about. And I'm not impressed with Worker's play recently. I gotta be very honest about that. That I feel that he was stronger in 2015, of course, 16. When he beat Infi at WCA. When he bulldozed through the winner bracket of WCA qualifiers. Was it just a game yesterday? Was it just fun and practice at Taidu Esports Masters Qualifier, or not? David Kovsky has subscribed for 2 months. Good job, keep it up. Thank you very much, man. StarShaped doesn't seem to be ready yet. So I can update read more a bit. So yeah, Bound lost 2-0. So he's down to the lower bracket. Sonic will face Rudin in the winner bracket semifinal. And Sonic eliminated him in the first qualifier. So I wonder if he practiced his Night Elf Mirror a bit. He said he was motivated to practice after the loss. But you know it's Rudin. StarShaped, I talked with him a bit before. I said, man, I think you got good chances today. He said, Shishi is good in making people look bad. And I said, well, Shishi is good in making himself look bad as well from time to time. But alright. This is it. The game is live. And off we go. Sweden versus Belarus. Orc versus Night Elf. OrcWorker versus StarShaped. Winner bracket quarterfinal. Map number 1 is online. As my tool seems to be very slow today. And the resources are swapped. That's better, right? Yeah, that's better. Okay. StarShaped in the upper right. Will we see Huntress play? Will we see Protector rushes? Or is he playing standard for once? He doesn't have the biggest APM in the game. Around 100, he said. But maybe it's enough today. And is OrcWorker prepared, like, for the special StarShaped play? We saw the statistics before, that it was a 100% win rate for OrcWorker so far in Jera Cups and whatnot. So will this streak continue or not, is the question. Definitely looks like he is prepared for the things to come. He had a week time to prepare against his opponent. Of course, we don't know how much time these two dudes have, as we are all semi-pros here. Now that Foggy and Happy are already qualified. So, Wisp scout this. There's nothing too exciting about it so far. Looks like a one burrow attack though. And StarShaped starts to creep. With his Demon Hunter first. No surprises here as well to the standard metagame. But for StarShaped we have to be careful. Like, there could always be some non-meta games. And there's the Huntress Hall. Of course there is. Starting it off with an Archer to start creeping and get the thing rolling. And then follow it up with your favorite personal unit, the Huntress. We saw a lot of Night Elves recently on AZ go for double Shredder and attack then. This might work as well. It's very expensive though. And I think together with Huntress you can't really do that. Yeah, one burrow attack for OrcWorker is here. First clause of attack. And the TP has been sold. So very standard Orc play for OrcWorker. I don't really feel like he is doing too well adjusting to new things. Like, he knows his stuff. He knows the standard game and he's prepared against that. But if something is off, then he struggles a bit. But the Blade Master is there. Windwalk is off. He gets into the next Windwalk, but StarShaped abandons this creep, leaving the Berserker alone, while the Grunt is harassing a bit there in his base. Okay, gets it now. And the Cloak of Shadows, so doesn't need to use Windwalk when he wants to go invisible. Tech behind the Huntress Hall. Closing up his base, and now Huntress production starts. On the other side, more burrows. Of course, this is a very, very late tech for StarShaped with the Huntress Hall together against the one burrow tech. Nowadays, Night Elves tend to go for a one Moonwell tech. But he did two, and then tech, and the Huntress Hall, so that is very late. And it all comes down to how much map presence can he get with the Huntress? And that will be very interesting. How much dominance he can bring to the table with the stronger units. Can he get surrounds? It will take some time until he has the necessary amount of Huntress to do that. +9 already. These are very good items for OrcWorker and good steals for creep, so level 2.3. Demon Hunter gets his experience, yeah, but he's far away from level 3. He has Boots of Speed though, so he can chase him around the map. And there you see the big tech difference again. So, staff on the Blade Master. Okay. Didn't we see this yesterday already? When Shishi went for... Yeah, I think we did. When Shishi went for a Beastmaster push towards the tier 2 buildings of OrcWorker, he had a staff to get back in the base, so he doesn't have to, like, protect his base the entire time. He can go out on the map. Now, Huntress versus Grunts. Of course, bouncing glaives do good damage, but it's not too much. You can't really kill Grunts, except to get us around. Third Huntress, that is a lot of resources invested already. And it's time for a second hero soon. On his side, we see a Shadow Hunter, so he is prepared. Beastry and Lodge, no surprises for OrcWorker. No Wyvern play or something. Like Focus did against Foggy yesterday. 600 gold. Can't get in. And he doesn't have a peon there, so he's far away from whatever he wants to do. Only 2 Grunts. Not 4. And he's not going for a second hero. Is it a Keeper? No. Going for tier 3 immediately. It's a Beastmaster. Okay, so pretty solid. Except the Huntress, this is the standard. He has a Huntress, so is he going Dryads or Talents? Talents would be great against the Shadow Hunter, of course. It doesn't give him a big opportunity to go for anything. I mean, the tier 2 buildings are already there. Shadow Hunter with Hex is a big disable. And only this burrow is really attackable. We still don't see tier 2 production. He doesn't have enough gold currently. And so far, OrcWorker's defense is almost flawless. But he did use a good amount of Hex, so his Shadow Hunter is already dry. This damage from 3 Quill Beasts is really high, but he can't get the grunt kill. One more hit would have been enough. Or 2 maybe, but that's it. He's cancelling the heal selves, I like that. Giving away a little bit of experience. But getting heal selves for that.
A player's forces are under attack.
So that's a little more resources that OrcWorker has to invest. He's down to only 1, so he has to buy new ones. And he's creeping at the same time, so his multitasking seems to be alright. Engine of Wonders. It's still... Oh, there's an Engine of War. A second Engine of War, interestingly. Nice and snares here. StarShaped getting creep jacked. The Grunts are hurt. Oh, he sends the Huntress back in and gets an easy kill for the Raider, of course. And another Archer dead. He's feeding the Blade Master a little bit too much, in my taste. No staff on him as well. Another Huntress dead. 40 supply for OrcWorker. Dispel upgrade is coming. I'm not sure he doesn't even need it. Is it tier 3 Huntress? Yes, it is. Moonglaive upgrade. How often do we see that in pro games? Making the bouncing glaives a lot stronger. And against Raiders, then they do better damage, but they have Spirit Link. There's no Dispel if he continues to go for double. And a Potom for more range damage. Okay. Triple Hero Mass Huntress. The transition to Wyverns would be killer for OrcWorker. But he's staying tried and true to his Raider Walker play. Nice Hex to disable the Demon Hunter from stealing anything, so the Shadow Hunter is level 2. I wonder if he goes Serpent Wards or Heal Wave. He has Hex already. Serpent Wards could be good, but then again, they will be sniped easily, especially once the Potom is out with a range attack. Good Ensnare, he's forcing the fights here. Whisper coming in to detonate the Spirit Link, but there isn't too much. Getting rid of a lot of mana though, but the Demon Hunter is so close to death. And has to TP out. Potom is there. He needs to use the Moon Juice now. Oh, he has to cancel the next Huntress, that's bad.
Player's forces are under attack.
10 supply advantage for OrcWorker. He was in the driving seat from minute 1 on when his Blade Master found this here. The +9. Oh, he's engaging without the Demon Hunter. I don't know if that's the right call. 10 food down still. And he does attack a lot at the same time. But there was a heal scroll. Everything is back up except this Raider. But the micro is good. The Kodo is there. And it's dinner time. Getting rid of the first Huntress. Second one dies. And OrcWorker has just way too much. The Ensnares are flying at the right spots. The Potom is just a victim to the Blade Master. And mass hunts. Oh, headhunters are coming in. It's no Wyvern. It's the piercing damage from there. And everything is all over the place. StarShaped is left with only his heroes, but they are about to fall as well. There comes the GG as the Demon Hunter dies. And after 10 minutes, OrcWorker underlines his position as a favorite and kills StarShaped with 1-0 on Amazonia. But that was OrcWorker's map choice. Now it's time for the Swedish player to choose his map. And the second map is either Echo Isles or Last Refuge. So one of the two. Echo Isles it is. For StarShaped. There we go. The last map, if we go into the third and deciding last map, would be Last Refuge then. I think Last Refuge very good for creeping with your Engines of War. So gotta see about that. Echo Isles of course as well. Very fast level 3. Good map to mass as well because the distance of the base is so close. But that was the case on Amazonia as well and we never saw it. 150 peasants died in that human mirror game? Holy shit. Holy shit. The players are ready. And we're going into map number 2. Echo Isles it is. StarShaped about to drop down to the lower bracket. And we're going in game. There we go. Thank you very much, Renyaku and also Shufflebite for the sub. Easy Prime Kohle. Thank you very much, man, for giving us your Amazon Prime, both of you. So, is this working? Oh, what the hell? He's moving over with Wisps immediately. So this is... What is this? What? What? He is building his base next to OrcWorker. I mean, there's not too much you can do. The Blade Master, though, will it be enough? I don't think so. He has planned this out. Like, he's not playing this for the first time. I'm very, very sure about this. I have never seen that before. What is it then? Keeper of the Grove first?
A player's
There's
forces
no
are
Huntress
under
Hall
attack.
follow-up yet. Oh, OrcWorker so smart. Pulling the creeps, but it's only 3 of them. He scouts it immediately. How in the hell does he know about that? He must have faced it before. Oh, StarShaped not getting the aggro from the big one. Altar of Elders is dead though. Is finished though. Now just coming. So, Blade Master almost there. But the damage is not high enough. And that's gonna be constant pressure. Sends out more wisps. No Huntress Hall follow-up. Just the Moonwell. So, what's the Blade Master gonna do? He immediately attacks. The first archer is there. Goes for the Engine of War. Can be repaired though. With good micro. You can save that wisp. Bring around the Rosie. Demon Hunter will be back soon. Now, the creeps join the forces of the Orc. And there is no repair since he moved it into a Moonwell. Uh-oh, the Engine of War is dead. He tries to repair. Pulls the aggro. And saves his Engine of War for once. Demon Hunter's on the battlefield finally. But it's not enough. The Grunt, the Creeps, and the Blade Master kill the Engine of War. There's no backup, so Demon Hunter and Archer have to fight this alone. This is looking horrible. OrcWorker immediately starts the attack. He knows, alright. With only 1 Archer against me, what can you do? It's a 2-burrow attack though, so he gets the third one out. Okay. He needs an Engine of War so bad. He's not building it though. And if he loses this position, he loses his base, basically. He can't heal up in his main, so he always has to stick around here. Huntress Hall? No. Engine of War there. Okay, so he plans to abandon this at some point. There would be a lot of wasted resources. He does have a lot of gold though. If he can get a grunt or something. But currently he's just losing.
A player's
He's rebuilding the Moonwells here. That's so much gold that goes down the drain now. I mean, it's a lot of time as well that OrcWorker has to invest to kill this. StarShaped is pulling the creeps to fight against the creeps? No, he's pulling them towards the grunts now. That doesn't really work. They're too far away. The creep aggro isn't working in favor of StarShaped. What a weird game. How does this want to turn into a normal game afterwards? The 2 tech is almost finished. Well, StarShaped finally has the Engine of War back up, but he's supply stuck now. He's getting mercs, so that was nice. And he has a few archers, but raiders and walkers are coming. OrcWorker still on a 100% win rate against StarShaped. And so far, it looks like it will stay this way. But we don't know. In Warcraft, everything is possible. Especially if you're against cheesy stuff like this Huntress Hall. Tier 1 Huntress Hall. His tech is light years. No, light years is something else. Is so far behind. Feels like he's in the Stone Age still. But it's gonna be mass mercs to help. And level 2. Boot of speed are very important. Grunt scouts. This Blade Master comes in empty inventory. Not even a heal salve or something. 4 grunts. What do we see? Double bestiary. And a Shadow Hunter. Is it Wyvern time now? I mean, the Berserkers are great against them. But now the tech is completely fucked. Like, the Hunters make no sense. They will just... Oh, okay. Nah, no. No, it doesn't make sense. But he deals good damage to the grunts and heroes. And he gets a grunt kill. That is not supposed to happen against this small army. OrcWorker, is he getting too confident? And it is mass raiders. Okay. Mass raiders against one AOW Huntress. And an expansion. Alright. Raiders come out. First one, second one. I wonder if they have Ensnare already. They should have it. StarShaped's engaging. Tries to keep his expo up, tries to keep his engine of war up. But this is desperation times already. We see Hex. Is he just right-clicking on the Demon Hunter? Wants to go for more mercenaries. Muddy the Mud Golem and the Mauler. M&M combo is there. But the speed scroll counters the slow. So he escapes. At least the engine of war stayed alive. Is he teching behind this? Still not. He has a shop, but he doesn't have an expansion, doesn't have a second engine of war. War mill now. This Mauler is the best weapon against the Raiders currently for StarShaped. As the third Raider is out, fourth Raider already. We do have Ensnare as well. I'm constantly checking the base to see if something is up, but it is not. I am very confused.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Kodo time already. Very early on. Is it just a base race then? Try to snipe the tree. Well, StarShaped won't let that happen, but if he's jacked here, or if he's getting jacked, that would hurt. But no, OrcWorker is taking a sweet time. His heroes are still super duper low. StarShaped has that. He has the big hero advantage. And a good Demon Hunter makes up for a lot too. Level 3, big invul. This might turn out to be a very decent push. Because the burrows are all exposed there. And the expansion is up.
A town is under siege.
Level 2 finally, and sentry wards. He's going for the shop and gathers his troops. It's not too much. 47 food. 6 mercenaries. He's going for the altar. Doesn't want to expose his army to a bad position. Blade Master stepping in. Arm is there. OrcWorker immediately reacts with an ensnare against the Mauler to keep him up front. Trying to snipe him. Okay, 50 versus 47. Blade Master gets the Muddy the Mud Golem and instant TP out from StarShaped, but he got the shop, so there's no clarity and no heal salves now.
Forces are under attack.
He's rebuilding it, but that will take some time. The time he needs for the Tree of Life. I like this town portal to here. So he's faster with this, but of course there's the ward the entire time and sees it. So, split push and creeping. How much damage can he do? Does he have pillage? No, he does. Okay, Worker has pillage. Gets a lot of gold from this. Oh, doesn't get the kill here. Needs one more. Alright. So, Muddy is still with us here. Doesn't reach around for a slow though. Counter expansion, that will take forever though. But his heroes are getting stronger and stronger. He stays on tier 1. He just stays on tier 1. 57 food now. Mass, Mercs, and Huntress.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
I think even the time for Wyvern is over. So he has to stick with Raiders now. With 3 Berserkers against you. He will have a hard time to get the critical number. And with that Muddy Slow, he got the kill here. Things are becoming more and more interesting as the game progresses. Both players are breaking upkeep. StarShaped with an expansion up and running. Only 1/3 for OrcWorker. Almost a level 4 Demon Hunter already. But the Shadow Hunter's level 3. That was big. 3 Raiders in the base. They're not with the fight. That is 9 supply missing. StarShaped immediately going for the Blade Master, who took a lot of damage already. Shadow Hunter is completely burned. No mana potion or anything on him. Looks like a good hero focus to me. Heal Scroll. How much damage can he do? No reveal just yet. Demon Hunter without level 4 is not that tanky. Mighty the Mud Golem falls as well as a Raider. He has to be careful about his hero. StarShaped has level up. There it is. No hero focus on the Blade Master anymore. He can't go into Windwalk, but the End Snare Blade Master combo is doing great against the Mercs. Immolation! Alright, he wants to finish off these 3 units. He has a Town Portal. Invo Potion as well. Wow, he gets so many kills! But he loses all his mercenaries as well. Can he get a kill somehow? The plus 10 damage from Immolation, is it enough to kill the Blade Master? No, it won't. End Snare is not there because Town Portal. 27 food. OrcWorker constantly reproduces his stuff, so he's at 47. What a slaughter. What a slaughter. And he sees his 3 Raiders now, like, oh, that would have been easier with those 3. StarShaped didn't tech behind this. He gets all the 4 Mercs again. And second Engine of War. That is necessary. He needs to mass out the Huntress now. Otherwise he has no chance. Level 4.5 Demon Hunter. Can he carry him to level 6? By just trading the entire time. OrcWorker with shop control though. He doesn't have that much gold, only a heal scroll. Ow, he bought a mana potion before. Nicely done. And StarShaped is not yet in a position to fight or defend or anything. The Engine of War will not come up. That wasn't the best position for it, as the goal towards the expansion was unavoidable. But here we go. A small Swedish army fighting the Belarusians with a Kodo Beast who has eaten the Mauler. Nice catch. He has a new one though, can't focus it, not enough damage. 2 Hunters are already down again. The siege damage is doing wonders. And the next Mauler is down. Level 4 on the Blade Master. He will go crazy soon. And it's not double evasion, it's immolation, and that should be the end for the Demon Hunter. No staff, no TP, no potion, no life, and no map for StarShaped in his match against OrcWorker. That was a clear 2-0 as well. But the second one was very entertaining, that's for sure. So OrcWorker advances to the next round, where he will face either Blade or Hawk. So far, only 2-0 results. It's 1-0 for Hawk against Blade. And it is on Last Refuge. No expansion players I can see. So far, the favorites are prevailing. And let's see. Okay. We will get StarShaped on the line most likely. Just asked if he feels alright or not. So we have a little post-match interview coming with StarShaped. If you want to see the Human Mirror game, it's up at Dport Gaming. It's double Archmage, so the usual stuff. Alright. Okay, calling to Sweden. Seeing what StarShaped has to say. Hey, man.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, everything's fine, except your result, I think. How do you feel?
I guess disappointed. Like the Peon Scout in the second game was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
I was really hoping he wouldn't do that.
How did you feel going into the games? I mean, after game 2, it's pretty obvious that you had a game plan.
Yeah. Well, the vetoes didn't go my way, so there were a lot of small maps. Like I didn't think he would veto Twisted Meadows. I was really hoping I could play on that one as well. So the only maps I practiced were Twisted Meadows and Echo Isles.
Okay.
So I had some nice builds planned for those two, but had to play Amazonia first, and I really hate that map.
Okay, why is that?
It's just so small. Like there's no room to do anything. A lot of my style is about doing different things and kind of using the map to my advantage. But when it's a map like Amazonia or Ancient Isles or Echo Isles, all those are so small that it's difficult to get away with anything except playing standard.
All right. So what went wrong on Amazonia except that you hate it?
Well, I tried going tier 3 hunts. The early game was really bad. I got intelligence and ring from the creeps, and he got like claws and gloves.
He got claws and slippers, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I also hate. There's so much item luck on Amazonia, especially in a matchup like that, when you have two heroes who are gonna be fighting a lot early on. So kind of a bad start, and then I just kind of got outplayed. He microed really well, kept everything alive, and just picked off my huntresses. I never got to get like a big snowball of tier 3 hunts.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, I never saw tier 3 hunters in a pro game before, I think. Oh, like in an important game. What's the thinking behind it? Is this mass and snowball?
Well,
against it?
Yeah, I mean the idea is it's kind of efficient if you can get all the upgrades and like a nice number of huntresses. They do a lot of damage and they tank a lot. And really, you need to have a level 3 demon hunter, which I tried to get, but I couldn't get it. And you need to not take the small fights. You want to kind of wait for the big fights and use detonates and scrolls, but never really got that far.
Wouldn't Wyvern be like the super counter to it?
Yeah, but archers share the same upgrades, so you can just start pumping archers.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, of course, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sure. So you talked about the items there a bit. What would be your advice to Blizzard to balance that a bit?
Well, I think random items is fine. It's part of the game, but when the variation is that big, like getting a ring or intelligence, like if it's a Night Elf Mirror, for example, if you have 2 demon hunters and one of them gets like claws and circlet, and the other gets 2 intelligence items, like it's just such a big difference. So I mean, it kind of depends on the matchup, but ideally, if you wanted to make it less lucky, you would just give them like a level X item, and then you could choose which of those level X items you wanted from every creep. But that would probably get kind of stale as well. So
yeah, I was just about to say you always get the perfect items for your needs. Then I don't know if that's the right choice, but maybe loot tables depending on the matchup. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that could be an interesting thing. Yeah. Otherwise, just kind of remove the extremes. Like some creeps have like greater invulnerability potion or a mana stick, and like that's just such a big extreme. And can really decide a game right then and there. So I think those should at least be, so that it's always something that's either okay but not something that's too good or too bad, like in the mana stick and the.
I can tell you that they are aware, and I hope it will change very, very soon.
Yeah.
So, of course, map 2, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. If he didn't scout that, it would have been a lot more fun, I think.
Yeah.
But it turned out into a pretty cool game anyway. Like that was I almost felt like I could have taken that somehow.
Yeah, it was really close in the end, I think. Once before the big fight in the bottom left, where you lost almost everything, that looked really good. He had like 3 raiders in his base that he didn't use. So I think, oh man, that's his chance now.
I really needed to. Well, I didn't really micro that well. I should have focused the Kodos earlier with all my ranged units. It took me a while to do that, and I didn't. I should have just been more patient. Like the expansion wasn't even up, so I definitely had like a couple of more minutes to just get scrolls and more units and go for a big push. But I was too eager to kind of, because once his raiders were hitting my base, I knew he was trying to expand and he was trying to like start laming me. So I just wanted to go and end it if I could, but I couldn't.
Did you play that before against him somewhere?
No, but he's met it before against a player called Sock Puppet, who's done it. So he has played it before.
All right.
Unfortunately, my hope was that he wouldn't have, but I practiced it anyways. Like this was the only thing I practiced for this match was that I played that build several times against Knopf just to practice it, and it works really well if it's not scouted.
So, if that works, you still go for Huntress, or you continue to push with Archers?
Yeah, you just mass Archers. Eventually, you can tech and get a Nog and stuff, but usually you try to end the game before that.
That was real fun, man. I hope we see more tactics like this from you in the lower bracket that is coming up now. To be very honest, you will play Blade or Hawk, right?
Yes.
How familiar are you with Blade?
I've met him twice on the ladder when I played Human, but otherwise I've never played him with Night Elf, I don't think.
Okay.
But he's really good. I mean, he practices a lot, plays a lot, and he's really dedicated, so he's gotten good really fast. Yeah,
speaking of which, you said you practiced with Knopf or Knopf, whatever.
Yes.
How much time did you invest this week to practice?
All the time I could find, really, but that wasn't enough. Like, it's kind of disheartening when you realize that everyone else is playing like on NetEase all day, every day, and getting better and better, and I'm kind of finding a few hours here and there to play some cheese strategies against good players. So yeah, not the best practice time for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's still great to hear that you put so much time into practice and thinking about stuff, while we have some undead players from some countries that said, "Oh, we'll lose anyway, I won't play this." So it's a pleasure to hear your approach to the tournament, and we will see you against Blade most likely in a bit. And I wish you good luck, and thank you very much for the interview.
Yeah, thanks, no problem.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
That was StarShaped, everybody, with a nice explanation on what went wrong, and still hope for him. It's not out, it's double elimination, obviously. Hawk is still leading 1-0 over Blade, so we don't know who his opponent is really, but we can assume a little that it's gonna be Blade, and that's gonna be interesting. We have the first donation of the day by Rob Clark 3, sending 20 bucks. Been meaning to show some love for a while. Grab a beer on me later whilst watching Champions League final. Cheers, Neo and Chad. Thank you very much, man. That's really appreciated, and I will do that. I will. I think I'm the only person in the world to cheer for Real Madrid, but I know. Don't hate me. I know. It would be so cool for Buffon as well, but I kind of like Real Madrid somehow. I don't know why. It's just I have no reason to do so. I do like Cristiano Ronaldo, but that's not really the number one reason for it. So whatever. Yeah, we'll watch the Champions League final if we're fast enough here. So as we're waiting for the lower bracket to finish, we go into another break. And wait a second, what's the matchup here? We will have Anima versus Bound, or the StarShaped game, which will probably be played a little later. But we're going to see about that. I sent you into a small commercial break, and we're going to be right back here with GCS Western Open Qualifier 2. You can see the human mirror at twitch.tv/dportgaming. So tune in to Dport.